It's open. Hey.
Special delivery. I brought you raspberry croissant.
Raspberry? That's my favorite. Thanks.
Oh. Are you and your back friends again?
Barely. Well, we didn't sleep a wink last night.
Oh. Was the pain that bad?
Funny thing is, after you left, I barely gave my back a second thought. My mind was on other things.
So, when did you roll out of your feather bed?
Well, I'm not sure what time, but it was still dark. I was having some thoughts I don't think I should be having, or maybe I should. But anyway, then I realized I have been neglecting Jack's Cosmetics so much that I wanted to get to it this morning.
So, how's it going?
It's going like a big fat tomato withering on the vine.
Guess he was coming over before I go to school today.
I don't know.
Claude, what do you call him again, Daddy?
The paper restorer. The one that touched up the land grant that we brought back from Florida.
The one I spilled coffee on.
Hey, now wait a minute. That was not your fault, remember? And as I recall, wasn't there something under that grant? What do you think it could be?
A treasure map.
Welcome to the beautiful island of Heliopolis.
They say the Canellis family has excellent taste in islands.
Do you think anybody saw us land?
I think they'll know we're here eventually.
Oh.
I think we should figure out if Neil is here, get him, and get out.
Okay, well, I'll show you the way to the house.
Okay, listen to me. You're not going anywhere, okay? That sting almost killed you. You need to take it easy.
Courtney, he really should have taken you to a hospital.
I am fine. I'm fine. The remedy Victor gave me worked wonders, and I am not going to a hospital or anywhere else until I get Neil back.
I have no intention of leaving without Neil. We didn't see anybody when we landed. Do you think it's safe to stay here for a few hours?
The terrain is very rugged. I doubt very many people even get to this part of the island.
All right, well, then I say we get Neil.
Somebody from the Canellis clan is bound to recognize you.
Mom, I met those people briefly weeks ago. They're not going to recognize me with this beard.
Well, look at the way you're dressed. Even if they don't recognize you, they'll think you're a bum. You won't get within 20 feet of that house.
Victor, I saw a bag back in the helicopter. Can I borrow some clothes?
Joe, Mary's right. If Neil spots you, that's the end of our cover. I'll reconnoiter the compound myself.
You're not going anywhere without me.
Joe, they have armed bodyguards everywhere.
I came here to get my son. And I am not leaving until I do so.
Now these are good. Make them yourself, did you?
Oh, I was up all night. And you know, with your back out, I kept having these visions of you starving to death because you couldn't get up and make it to the fridge.
Oh. Funny thing, after you left, I had nothing but visions of you, too. Thanks for coming over.
So, just out of curiosity, do you like me better in real life?
Oh, definitely. I don't suppose that you could find it in your heart to make room for another back rub today, could you?
Oh, well, if you're good. But I think we should play doctor first.
Do what you will.
I can't wait. All right, where's your aspirin and ice pack?
Okay, aspirin would be in a drawer somewhere in the kitchen. There's blue ice in the freezer. And, oh, you know, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea, if you could.
Okay, just tell me where it is.
Second cupboard on the right.
Ta-da! Choose your poison.
Oh, very funny.
All right, we've got echinacea tea, cinnamon tea, golden seal tea, green tea, organic tea. My goodness, what's with all the teas?
Okay, all right. Are we going to abide by the no names of past loves policy, or would you rather have the truth?
I'll take the truth for 100, please.
Lucy belongs to the Herbal Tea of the Month Club. We have every tea from every corner of the globe.
Oh, right. Well, that's nice. You know, it's nice being able to receive something like that once a month. I did the same thing with roses. But I could not find any aspirin. We've got flower essences, arnica gel, valerian root. All these herbs. Am I detecting a pattern here?
Lucy preferred natural remedies. However, there should be something for back pain in the bathroom. I think you'll find it next to the bubble bath, which is next to the aromatherapy.
I got it. So turn left at the flower bath mat, go straight until you hit the hot pink toothbrush holder, and there you will find some backache medicine right next to the hairbrush, all which once belonged to Lucy.
Something like that.
Say, what is this stuff anyways? It smells like horse manure.
Yeah, it actually kind of does, but I need this desperately. It's kind of a brain tonic tea. I need all my neurons firing if I'm going to come up with a new business plan here.
Oh, but I thought everything was going all right. I mean, what's with all of this all of a sudden here with this Jack's Cosmetics? I thought that you were rolling along.
No, I'm actually rolling downhill. I just went over my third and fourth quarters. It's a complete nightmare. And they did this little study. You know how they do brand recognition value? Well, Jack's got the lowest rating in a long time because of that Rex Stanton when he tainted my purple product line.
Yeah, well, I know you cut back, but I still thought everything was okay.
No, it's not okay. And I also just got news. There's this Baxter Cosmetics and Arnell Corporation. They're merging. And they have always been my biggest competition since, gosh, Deception. Well, now with this merger, they're going to try and put me out of business, which is what they've been trying to do for years. Hey, Bung and Ed.
Is Claude going to come over before I go to school? I want to see what happened with that map.
Let me take a look at you for a second. Oh, yeah, she's got the fever.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me look. Oh, yes, I see them dollar signs rolling around in her eyeballs.
No, gold balloons.
Let's go to Balloons.
That's pirate treasure, and you can only find it with a treasure map.
That's what I'm hoping Claude found.
Okay, I'm almost afraid to say this, but I really am tingling here. I have a very good feeling about this.
When you reach the top, you're going to see a patch of boulders. You go straight towards them until you hit the road. And the compound's just about a mile from there, okay?
I don't like the idea of either one of you going in, but at least they don't know you, Victor. You know, that place is loaded with armed guards.
Right, which is exactly why Victor needs me to cover his back.
As long as it's understood that I do all the talking. No, and Neil may not recognize you, but what if he responds to the sound of your voice?
What about the layout of the compound once we get in?
Oh, it's huge.
What's the one place where we're most likely to find Neil?
In his room, it's on the ground floor. He'll either be there or in the playroom, which is right off the main living room area. Now, Victor, Neil may not recognize you. He met you at the Halloween party, but you were wearing that samurai costume.
Assuming he won't know me, then how will he know to come with me?
He knows it's safe to go with someone who says our password.
Which is?
Double cheeseburger.
Oh.
A password only a little boy would love. I think we've got everything we need. Take heart. I'll come back. To return and return again is my life's only joy. Keep a light burning in the window for me.
I know this kind of situation is old hat to you, but Victor, please, be careful.
D'accord.
I know it may be impossible, but please, Mother, try not to worry.
Me not worry? You do know that's impossible. Be safe.
Listen, Neil is going to be coming home with us, Courtney.
I know.
Let's go.
Showtime.
Mr. Cannella! Your photos don't do you justice, sir. I was expecting a much older man. It's a great pleasure. It's a very great pleasure, sir.
We were not expecting visitors. You are?
Phillips, Dr. Sherman Phillips, professor of archaeology, Brown University.
You are a long way from home.
Mrs. Canellos, I presume.
And you are?
This is Mr. Green, my teaching assistant. He's an expert in underwater digging.
I hope you are not planning a dive.
This is a private home, Dr. Phillips, not government land. How do you come to be here?
Good fortune and diligent research. It is whispered in the halls of academe that you have one of the most magnificent examples of Minoan architecture ever discovered.
This is true, but we do not allow research on a drop-in basis.
What period do you specialize in, Dr. Phillips?
Neo-palatial, Mr. Canellis, but I dabble in Middle Minoan Crete from time to time.
Of course, you have visited the site of Galatas. I'd be interested to know what you thought of that.
Galatas was superb, the most remarkable demonstration of the aesthetics of the period that I have ever seen. But I am told that the temple on this island is like a Fabergé egg, small but exquisite in detail, due in no small part to your diligent care.
Well, I have always speculated there was more to find here.
I'm done with my homework. Can I go to the playroom now?
Of course, dear.
Neil, say hello to Dr. Phillips and Mr. Green. They are archaeologists interested in exploring the island.
Do you guys look for dinosaurs?
Oh, of course, whenever I can.
I've seen you before.
Well, perhaps it was on my public television show. I do a program called In Search of Ancient Palaces.
I haven't heard of it. Sorry.
Here now, you run along. Mwah. We'll call you for lunch.
That's quite a boy you have there.
Perhaps you can join us for lunch. I would like to hear more about your work.
All right, Claude, where do we start digging?
Okay. Hey, that looks like a dress pattern.
That's exactly what it is.
You mean a dress pattern's all that was hidden behind the ground?
I'm afraid so. It's antebellum from what I can tell. It's fairly common.
Is it worth anything?
About $20.
Oh, good grief.
Hey, keep looking, Serena. You never know what you might find.
Well, Claude, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for nothing. See ya.
Sorry.
Oh, shoot. I really wanted those gold doubloons.
So much for that pirate ship.
Yeah.
Well, now, we can still get a pirate ship. So go get your lunchbox. I'll take you to school, okay?
Oh, Pooey.
She was so excited about treasure and everything.
Yeah, I know, but this actually is a nice little souvenir for me.
Why is that?
Well, because it reminds me of the time we spent in Florida in that mansion and the time the world stopped. It was very magical.
Magical, huh? I thought it was a mistake.
No, Hey!
I'm ready.
Buck up, bucko. I have my very own treasure, and you are it, and I'm so glad. Now, you go and have a great day. Don't think about it. Just study hard, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, here's your coat. Go. Okay.
Hey, Pally,
Yeah.
I don't think things turned out so badly, did they?
I don't think us getting together was a mistake.
Hey, are you feeling as good as you're looking?
Thanks to you, I'm starting to. I think I'm going to try sitting up.
Let me help you with that.
Oh, thanks.
All right, there we go. Take this pillow here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank
Wait
you.
a minute. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Next stop, standing upright.
All right. Kevin, I know that we said we weren't going to discuss our former significant others, but I can't ignore this anymore.
Ignore what?
Well, 100 years from now, if an archaeologist were to unearth the lighthouse, he would find a treasure trove of artifacts proving that Lucy Coe lived here.
You know, I'd hoped that you would be spending some time here, but I haven't been able to anticipate it. I just haven't had the time to go through the house and eradicate my past.
Lucy's alive in this house, and I can comprehend why.
But you and Lucy have never done well in the same room together.
Well, I have to get back to the hospital. Are you going to be okay?
I'll be fine.
Your theory is convincing, but I still maintain that the hand of the common man is to be found in the development of the Minoan Palace.
But our ruins prove otherwise.
Well, I would like to be able to be the judge of that myself. What are the chances of my getting an opportunity to snoop around?
That could be arranged.
Brilliant! You know, this food is delicious. My travels afford me the opportunity to taste the dishes of so many different cultures, but I still maintain that nothing can beat the taste of a good old-fashioned double cheeseburger.
You like hamburgers, don't you, Neil?
Sure. But I like them plain.
Well, Neil, you can't deny that there's something incredibly delicious about a double cheeseburger. I mean, I take one look at you, and I say, there's a young man who just loves a double cheeseburger.
I want you to know I'm very grateful for everything you and Victor have done.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for my son and my grandson.
I understand.
Do you? You and Joe almost got killed when that boat went down. Neil's been kidnapped. And only because you wouldn't tell the truth about Neil's paternity.
I realize that.
I missed 8 years of my grandson's life. And Joe has missed years of his son's childhood.
Mary, if I could go back and make different choices, I would.
Well, all we can do now...
Keep your hands where I can see them. Move away from the chopper. Now!
What are you doing in your Florida dress?
So, how do you think it looks?
It looks as good as it did the first time you put it on.
I bet you're wondering why I do have this dress on.
Now that you mention it, I am wondering.
You think that I believe that what happened between us in Florida was a mistake. I think it's a mistake to look at the situation in that way.
Well, how are you looking at it now?
As an opportunity. Something very fortunate. What happened between us was good. Very, very good.
It was like fate just gave us this replay. And I don't want to waste it.
You are an incredible man, Scott Baldwin. And I don't want to look back on this time and think about what we could have had. I want that time for us now.
never said you made things easy.
Sunday, a young girl makes a difference in a fight for freedom in Selma, Lord Selma on the Wonderful World of Disney, ABC Sunday. Will Mary and Courtney become hostages? Get a peek at tomorrow's Port Charles at abc.com.